All right, B, so what do you think the most profitable skill set will be coming up in 2025?
I don't know what one profitable skill set would be, but I can tell you 2 or 3 really profitable skill sets to have in 2025 that will give you an unfair advantage in terms of making money and turning that money into like high amounts of profit. One of them is the ability to lead. Like if you're a great leader, you can work for someone who is a great visionary, a great creator and inventor, but is not necessarily good at leading and managing people. So if you're a great leader, if you have the skill sets of leadership, you can lead and manage someone else's company. They took all the risk to create the company, but you are the second highest paid person because you know how to lead and you're leading and managing their team of people. So leadership is one. Another one is brand building. If you know how to build your own brand, or you know how to build other people's brands, today attention pays. What I mean by that is if you know how to build eyeballs and attention from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, the more followers that you have that are real and who are passionate and evangelical about your message and what you do, the more money you can print. So whether you know how to help other people build a brand or you know how to build your own personal brand, that is a very high value, high profit skill. And then the third one is communication. If you are a great speaker, orator, right? You can then write sales copy. You can communicate a thought or message or idea better than someone else. You will be hired at a higher price point in terms of pay. Or if you're a great speaker and orator and you're trying to raise money to start up a company, you're probably going to be able to persuade and influence me in loaning you money or giving you money in exchange for equity. So leadership, brand building, and communication with the emphasis of influence, selling, are the 3 highest things I think are going to be the most profitable and most income generating skills that anyone can have in 2025.
Self-mastery means doing what you have to do because you're called to do it over what you want to do because you don't feel like doing it.
Exceeded my expectations.
Incredibly epic event, incredibly inspiring.
Surrounding yourself with these millionaires and billionaires and them openly sharing their concepts, their steps.
And at BK Live, every single speaker has been there, done that 10 times over.
So much energy, so much motivation, and just want to strive to be better just by being here alone.
Do you think it's shifted at all as far as some of the other skills that you've talked about in the past? Like maybe not necessarily sales, because sales is still going to be one of the top, no matter the times, even if they get robots to sell whatever, you still want that human element. But maybe about like copyright, because I've always, not always been, but you've been an amazing copywriter for a long time because you worked your ass off to get there. But now AI can write copy and things like that. So do you feel like it's shifted at all as far as the skills people should be focusing on?
Oh, absolutely, man. Copywriting was a very important skill and still is, but now you can get a junior copywriter, someone who's understands copy, maybe hasn't written 300, 400 successful pieces of copy that have converted, right? Websites, blog posts, sales letters, emails. Maybe they don't have a track record yet because that person would cost you a lot of money, $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a month. But you can get a junior copywriter that understands copywriting and you pay them $5,000 a month, $4,000 a month, and you go, hey, use AI to write copy to sell this product, this service, this thing. And as long as they know how to put the proper prompts into AI, they're going to get a copy that's probably 80, 90% well crafted. I mean, you can say, write copy for this truly wellness shot, but write it as though Gary Halbert would write it. He's one of the greatest copywriters of all time. He passed away many years ago. Or as Dan Kennedy would write it, or as Jay Abraham would write it. Like AI now can fucking write copy in the same way that some of the greatest copywriters have. And now as a junior copywriter, a copy cub is what they're called. We have like 2 or 3 copy cubs in the building. One of them who writes my emails, but then our head copywriter, Isaac, oversees that person, but they're using a lot of AI with it as well in terms of website copy, et cetera. They're able to knock out more copy faster for a lower price. So copywriting now is still a high income skill, but not the highest of all income skills, right? Same with marketing. Like you can say, hey, ChatGPT, create a marketing campaign for this product targeting this type of audience or this demographic. And it can create a Facebook or Instagram or YouTube marketing campaign. Yes, you have to have someone set it up. But again, now you don't need a professional marketer. AI can do all the marketing campaign. You just need someone to set those things up and then oversee and watch it. So as technology improves and as technology evolves, we have to figure out what can we do to have the next skill that creates the highest amount of profit, and then either find a way to learn it, develop it, or get it so that you can keep making that monies.
Got it. So just to kind of put a cap on it, someone going into 2025 trying to get ahead of it, we have 5 months more or less. Until then, focus on brand building, becoming a better leader, and the third thing. There's a third thing. I can't remember the third thing. I gotta go sit there and lie to you. I can't remember the third
Leadership,
thing. Leadership,
branding, and communication with the emphasis of influence.
Got it. Okay, for sure. So focus on those 3 things in these next 5 months, and then that will be the best, the most profitable for you in 2025.
And look, if they're like, well, I don't know how to do it. Well, someone's out there doing it. Like, find people who are really developing awesome brands of themselves, right? And start studying it. What are they doing? How are they putting out their message? What is the call to action? What about in their stories? What about in their YouTubes? What about on podcasts? How are they like, what is this guy that has, let's say, 500,000 followers on, or let's say subscribers on YouTube? How come this guy has, like, the average comments like 8 comments, but then that guy who has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube gets like 50 or 100 comments? Obviously, they both have the same number of subscribers, but this guy is communicating in a way, or has branded themselves in a way, where they are able to move people towards an emotional action, right? And remember, emotions create motion, and the best motion I want is for you to buy my product or service in exchange for the value that it's going to give you. And so if you can reverse engineer those 3 things, man, or get the training for it, pay for those skills, to develop those skills, you will be very, very much in high demand in 2025.